I've had a steam cleaner for my bathroom, but it wasn't a mop, and I really wanted to have a mop unit for the floor. So one of the things that was really important to me was the attachment. So the last steamer that I got, the bristles on the brush melted the first time I used it. So this is the new one, and this is the old one. You can see the difference. This one is actually quite thicker in comparison to the old brand that I have. So I'm looking forward to giving it a try and to see how it withholds with that hot steam. So let me show you how it works on the floor. The unit has a nice 20-foot cable on it, so that's very handy as you're trying to go around the room cleaning. So there's just a power button here. When you turn it on, it needs to go through 10 seconds of warming up the water. Once it does that, you have 2 levels of steam. So I'm going to start with the low one. And I'm actually tackling this particular tile flooring with the intention of trying to see if this will like kind of clean some melted wax that I spilled all over the floor, which has been really hard to get back off. So I figured with the steam mop, that should soften it and pick it right up. So this will be a good test. Okay, so it's heated. I just push on the button and I can hear it gurgling. Okay, so it's working really nicely. I can hear the plastic kind of scraping the tile. So the fabric is mostly in the center of the mop, and around the perimeter is the rim that holds the fabric attachment. So beautiful. All right, so no more wax stains. That was really nice. Now, since this is my first time using a mop, I wasn't expecting the plastic sound, scraping sound from it. I was expecting the fabric to kind of have a quieter usage to it. The water reservoir here is kind of this darker plastic, which is harder to see the level of the water. But if you really look close, you can actually see it's there. So that would be actually nice if it were a little bit clearer. One of the cool features about it that it doubles actually as a floor mop and a handheld steamer. So at the neck, there's a button to push and you're able to get this bar up. Now I will say I find the button really hard for my hands to push. So it would be nice if the button was a little user-friendly. But anyways, you take out the handle and you switch it out with a different handle and it turns from being a floor mop into a handheld device. So that's actually really nice. There are a lot of different attachments. There's one in particular I actually want to demonstrate. It looks like it's a tile grout brush. So let me show you that one. So the angle is not my favorite. I would think that it would be a 45-degree angle, but it works really well. You can see all the dirt around here. It just melted right off. Look at that. I love that. So that I'm going to be using quite a bit. I wanted to show you the round brush and how it actually handles the high heat. I would definitely say this one did better than the last one. You can see this one had a ton of warping. This one has slightest bit, but it's still holding up really well. I think she actually found this round one to work a lot better than the other grout one, but it cleaned the floor incredibly well. In a couple of passes, this tile color is back to the original, which is so nice. I literally haven't seen that in a while. You can find a link to the product in the descriptions below, and don't forget to subscribe for more of my Amazon finds.